Video, we'll cover the basics of budgeting, why it's important, and how you can start implementing it in your own life. Budgeting is a crucial skill to have, whether you're just starting out in your career or looking to improve your financial management. By creating and sticking to a budget, you can better manage your money, reduce debt, and save for the things that matter most to you. Budgeting can help you identify areas where you're overspending, set financial goals, and create a plan to achieve them. It can also help you prepare for unexpected expenses, like car repairs or medical bills, and reduce your financial stress. Section 2. Assess your current financial situation. Before you can start creating a budget, it's important to assess your current financial situation. This includes taking a look at your income, expenses, and debts. You can use online tools and calculators to help you get a clear picture of your financial situation. Start by looking at your bank statements and credit card bills to see where your money is going. Then, make a list of all your sources of income and your monthly expenses, including fixed expenses like rent/mortgage, utilities, and insurance, as well as variable expenses like food, transportation, and entertainment. Once you have a better understanding of your finances, you can start making a plan for how you want to allocate your money. This will help you see where you may be overspending and where you can cut back on expenses. You can also use this information to create a debt repayment plan if you have outstanding debts. Section 3. Set realistic goals. One of the keys to successful budgeting is setting realistic goals. This could include paying off debt, saving for a down payment on a house, or setting aside money for a vacation. By setting specific and measurable goals, you can track your progress and stay motivated. When setting your goals, it's important to make sure they are achievable so you don't get discouraged. You can use the SMART method to help you set realistic goals. This means your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of setting a goal to save more money, set a goal to save $500 per month for the next 6 months. It's also important to prioritize your goals. Start by identifying your most important financial goals and focus your efforts on achieving them first. Section 4. Determine your income and expenses. To create a budget, you need to determine your income and expenses. Your income includes all the money you bring in, including your salary, any freelance or side income, and any government benefits. Your expenses include everything you spend money on, including rent/mortgage, utilities, food, transportation, entertainment, and any debt payments. Be sure to include any irregular or one-time expenses, like car repairs or medical bills. To get a clearer picture of your income and expenses, you can use budgeting apps or spreadsheets to track your money. This will help you see where your money is going and identify areas where you may be able to cut back. Section 5. Categorize your expenses. Once you've determined your expenses, you'll want to categorize them. This could include creating categories like housing, utilities, transportation, food, and entertainment. Categorizing your expenses will help you see where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut back. It's important to prioritize your spending when creating a budget. This means making sure you have enough money for your essential expenses like housing, food, and utilities before allocating money towards non-essential items like entertainment or dining out. By prioritizing your spending, you can make sure your money is going towards the things that matter most to you. Section 6. Prioritize your spending. When creating a budget, it's important to prioritize your spending. This means making sure you have enough money for your essential expenses like housing, food, and utilities before allocating money towards non-essential items like entertainment or dining out. By prioritizing your spending, you can make sure your money is going towards the things that matter most to you. To prioritize your spending, start by making a list of your essential expenses and then allocate money towards those expenses first. You can then allocate any remaining money towards non-essential expenses. If you find that you don't have enough money for your essential expenses, you may need to look for ways to reduce your non-essential spending or increase your income. Section 7. Create a realistic budget. Now that you have a clear understanding of your income and expenses, it's time to create a budget. This should include setting spending limits for each category, taking into account your goals and priorities. Be sure to make your budget realistic and achievable, so you're more likely to stick to it. To create a budget, start by listing your income and then subtracting your expenses. This will give you your disposable income, which you can then allocate towards your financial goals and non-essential expenses. Remember to allocate money towards your most important financial goals first. It's important to revisit your budget regularly and adjust it as necessary. You may need to make changes if your income or expenses change, or if you find that you're overspending in certain areas. Section 8. Track your spending. Once you've created a budget, it's important to track your spending. This means keeping track of all your expenses and comparing them to your budget. This will help you see where you're overspending and where you may need to adjust your budget. To track your spending, you can use budgeting apps or spreadsheets to record all your expenses. Be sure to categorize your expenses so you can see where your money is going. You can also set up alerts or notifications to let you know when you've reached your spending limit for a particular category. Section 9. Find ways to save money. One of the benefits of budgeting is that it can help you identify areas where you can save money. This could include cutting back on non-essential expenses like dining out or entertainment, finding ways to reduce your utility bills, or shopping around for better deals on insurance or other services. To find ways to save money, start by reviewing your budget and looking for areas where you're overspending. You can then look for ways to reduce your spending in those areas. For example, if you're spending too much on groceries, you could look for ways to reduce your grocery bill by meal planning or shopping for sales. Section 10. Stay motivated. Budgeting can be challenging, especially when you're first starting out. It's important to stay motivated and focused on your financial goals. To stay motivated, remind yourself why you're budgeting in the first place. Keep your financial goals in mind and track your progress toward achieving them. You can also reward yourself when you reach a milestone or achieve